What up, y'all? Got the KFX 450 out. About to be wrapping the exhaust today. You see, I already got it tore down. Now, look at my previous video that I did. Started taking all the plastics off. Winter time right now, so I'm just gonna clean it up. Wipe everything down. All my plastics is hanging up back there on the wall and over here. Got new stuff I'm gonna be putting on, so I'm gonna leave it like this until I get everything on. But as of right now, this video right here, I'm gonna be removing the exhaust and we're gonna be wrapping it. First thing I'm gonna be doing here, I don't think you'll be able to do it with the exhaust on, to wrap your exhaust with it on, so you're gonna have to remove your exhaust. This exhaust not too much, not too bad. Just 2 bolts here, 1 bolt here. It's another bolt on the other side, underneath here, so you can see pretty good right there. And all I have to do is just take off a muff off the back here, just a clamp right here, just unscrew this. And I may pull out this and I might slide out the back. Had to see. And we're gonna take the heat shields off also. I'm gonna take the heat shields off first, then I'm gonna unclamp the back and unclamp the front. All right, got everything loosened up. Got the clamp off, the muff off the back, and the 2 nuts off the front. Now the pipe should slide right out. And it's gonna be a gasket here going to the header. So make sure you watch out for your gasket. I'm gonna leave my clamp here on my muffler. There we have it. All right, next thing I'm gonna be doing, we're gonna be cleaning the exhaust up, getting all the dirt and debris off of it. Make sure it's nice and clean before we get the wrap done. And also, while I'm cleaning this, I'm gonna soak my wrap inside of a bucket of water. And this is because when you get ready to wrap it, it'll help you get a tighter wrap if the wrap is a little bit wet. Brought everything in the house. I'm gonna clean everything in the house. Kind of cold out there. It's my wrap right here. The green may be a little bit off, but I think the color gonna change a little bit once it put it on the pipe and get a couple runs and it heats up a little bit. But yeah, in the meantime, while I'm cleaning this pipe here, I'm gonna have this wrap. I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit and I'm gonna soak it in this bucket of water down here. So let's go ahead and get to it. And I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to place my heat shields back on. I'm gonna wrap it up. And I think I'm gonna drill holes in them right here where these are at right here. I'm gonna put my heat shields back on, I believe. I'm gonna try it out, see if it works out or not. And also my wrap came with a couple steel bands. Make sure you have those to hold the wrap in place. And also when you're doing this, when you're wrapping it, make sure you wear gloves because this wrap has like fiberglass in it. If you don't use gloves, you're gonna be itching for days. I swear, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 days. You just can't. It's gonna be itching for no reason. Now, when I soak this in water here, we're gonna open it up. We're gonna spread it out a little bit just so the whole thing can get soaked. We're not gonna put it in there wrapped up tight like this right here. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosen the whole thing up, the whole wrap up. So everything will get a little bit of, will get saturated in the water. All right, now once I got all of it loose, I'm gonna place all of it in the bucket of water. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute. It don't have to sit very long. I'm just gonna let it sit long enough while I clean the pipe off here. Should be good to go by then. Just got a little bucket right here. I'm just gonna let it soak in here. Good to go. Got the pipe all cleaned up, turned out pretty good, man. I forgot that the pipe was black. It's pretty dry now on the outside. Outside, the main thing you just want to do is make sure the outside is dry and clean. Don't got no dirt, debris on it. Don't got to be super like fantastic job, but as long as it's dry and ain't got a lot of dirt on it, it'll be all right. All right, got my wrap right here ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this straggling end right here just so we can have a clean end to start with. Snip it right here. Make it kind of straight. And when you do your first wrap, when you first start off, you wanna fold it to like a 90, or not a 90, but a 45. This right here, that'll hold this right here down. You can start your wrap off pretty good. Now, when you're doing this wrap right here, when you're wrapping the exhaust, you gotta start from the back of the exhaust and work your way to the front. This way, any debris coming from the front, it won't unravel the first beginning of it here, and the whole thing won't start unraveling. So we're gonna start from the back and work our way to the front. And you gotta remember, when you're wrapping, you wanna wrap at least, overlap it at least about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 of an inch. What I'm doing here, I'm holding it tight, and I'm gonna get my first wrap in. Once I got my first wrap in, first thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put on the band. Steel bands you got here. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get as tight as I can with my hand for right now. And then afterwards we'll tighten it up again with a tool. And just get tight as I can with my hand right now to make sure it doesn't move. Isn't going anywhere. All right, now I can finish my wrap and I can start the overlap. What I'm gonna do, since I'm doing this by myself, maybe make it a little bit easier for you, instead of wrapping the whole wrap around the whole thing of wrap I got around it, I'm just gonna twist my pipe and pull it tight as I'm wrapping. Leave my wrap here on the ground, on the table, and I'm gonna twist my pipe here and start wrapping. The one thing you gotta remember, we're going across a bend like this right here, like a 90-degree bend. Your wrap at the bottom gonna get a lot closer, but make sure you keep your wrap at the top spread at the same spot you spreading it at, about a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. Now this bottom's gonna be a lot tighter, but the outside, this is what you wanna be measuring by. And also at the end, I will fold the end over again. right, there we have it for right now. Until we finish it up. Our last thing we're gonna be doing here is tightening up these steel bands right here. What you're gonna need is a pair of needle nose, some Y snips. We're gonna snip this band right here. We're gonna leave probably like a ½ inch, quarter inch on it, something like that. We'll snip it about right here. And all you have to do is just take your needle nose, just pull it tight and roll it over. You see it getting tighter right there. I can see it getting a lot tighter. It should be about tight enough, shouldn't go nowhere. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, y'all, there you have it. As of right now, my exhaust has been wrapped and it's done. When I first put this on my bike and I first put it through its first use, it is gonna start smoking, probably because it's wet, has to heat up. But yeah, as of right now, I'm gonna do a little bit more too. I'm gonna show it to you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my actual heat shields back on here for extra protection and for cosmetic reasons, just to show the looks of it. Go ahead and do it right quick, and I'll show y'all the result of it so you can see what it look like. If you have a KFX, you can do this to your stock exhaust if you still have your stock exhaust that you're wrapping. All right, this is my final product right here. This is what mine's gonna look like. My heat shields up there. I'll probably take them off and repaint them. I did paint these black. I had to re-hit them. Yeah, now, if y'all want to see what this looks like on the bike, stay tuned for future videos. I'm currently in the process of it's not a rebuild, I'm just redoing my bike a little bit, adding more stuff to it, just tear it down for the wintertime, just cleaning it all up. I haven't put it back together yet. It is one of the things, it's one of the projects that I had for it, and it is complete right now. And when I start putting the bike back together, I will put this exhaust back on. I'll let y'all know a review on how it works, if it holds the heat off a little bit better, because my pipe did get real hot. These heat shields didn't work hardly at all. My pipe, it got real hot. If I was wearing regular pants, oh, I was getting burnt. But hopefully this wrap right here works. Let y'all get a close of it, see what it look like to you. But yeah, stay tuned, man. Future videos coming up with me rebuilding the KFX 450R. If y'all want to see this pipe on that bike, subscribe, comment, like the video. Catch y'all on the next one. Go home.